What's up, and War Eagle War Report family? It's your man Ike Jones. I am back, and you know what time it is. It's game day. Auburn versus Georgia. We are back to do more fantasy picks, sponsored by prizepicks.com. Y'all know where y'all need to go to get these picks done, right? Anyway, let's not belabor the point. Let's get into these picks today. Let's go. All right, before we get into, what we got going on for today's game, we got to take a look back at what happened last time. I had my man Mike G in here with me last time, and we put a card in that came up just short, man. We won the game, didn't win our card, but let's take a look at what we had going on. So on this last card, we had Jabari, who was just 2 free throws short of what we needed him to do. He went to the free throw line one time, made both of those free throws, but we needed him to get 4 in order to get the over there. So we missed on that. But Wendell came through with the 3-pointers, and Nasir Brooks stayed underneath the rebound total. So Auburn was able to hold him underneath that rebound total to make 2 of the 3 right, but not quite where we needed to be to get all 3. So we're going to try to do a little bit better this time. But let's take a look at what we've got going on this time around. All right, as always, we navigate to prizepicks.com to make sure that we can get our picks in for today's game. You can get a variety of things popping off here on Prize Picks. A lot of different leagues to be able to choose from, a lot of different statistical categories in those leagues, but we are majoring on college basketball right now, and of course, the Auburn Tigers. So let's take a look at what we've got from the Auburn perspective. We can take the points again for Jabari. We can take Jabari on rebounds as fantasy score. 3-pointers made. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I always like the number of makes a guy can have as a potential thing. He would need to make 3 in order for us to be able to take the over there. I'll come back and see if we might decide to do that one. Wendell Green, 13.5. 4 rebounds. Wendell is actually a really good rebounding guard. This may be something that we'll want to take a look at. Number of assists, 4.5. So we'd need to get at least 5 for the over there. And then his fantasy score there at 28.8. So let's take a look and see what we've got coming from the Georgia side. So from Georgia, we've got points on their guard here. I don't want to mess up his name, because if I do, people will be all in the comments telling me how I butchered this young man's name. The forward, Bridges, we've got a couple of things here for points, rebounds, assists, and his fantasy score. You know what? I think from what we have available here, I'm going to take Bridges on this assist number and say that he gets at least 2 assists. This is going to be an interesting one to keep up with throughout the game. But 2 assists from the forward position, I think, is feasible. So let's jump back over here to Auburn and see what things we want to take from the Auburn side. Jabari has been scoring at a pretty good clip lately. 15.5 means he's got to score 16 points against Georgia. Georgia not particularly great defensively, so him scoring 16 points should be something that we are able to do. 2 3-pointers made, at least 3 if I'm going to take the over there. I do like this Wendell Green rebound number. I think he can get 5 rebounds in a game. Is he going to get 5 in this game? Ooh, interesting. You know what I am going to do? I'm actually going to take Jabari on 3-pointers, and I'm going to take Wendell on points. I'll take Wendell on points here. The good thing about this situation with Prize Picks, when you're getting your picks in, you have to lock it in as soon as you possibly can. So if you plan on getting on here and putting a card together for your fantasy picks, get in here early before those numbers start to change. As we get closer to game time, those numbers will start to fluctuate a little bit on you. So you want to lock them in as soon as you can to get the best possible thing in for you. So I think this is the card I'm going to do. I'm going to go over on all of these. I think that we can get 3 3-pointers made from Jabari Smith. That's actually a lot, man. He's typically only going to make 2 in the game, but I think he's going to get me to 3 today. But I am not the riverboat guy that that Mike is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with a flex play on this one. And I'm going to place this entry and see if we can win a little bit of what we lost back from our last fantasy play. So I'm taking the over on all three of those statistics. I think two of those three can come true for me. If I really want to get frisky, I'd go over there and take another one of those Georgia ones, possibly the guy on points. You know, just for your FYI, one of these Georgia ones here, the guard, he is an up and down scorer. It's not a bad idea to take the points here on him. He had a down game in this last game. I expect 14 points to be something that he really can't. As a matter of fact, you know what? Just let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. I do expect him to score at least 14 points in this game. And we will see. So we'll up the intrigue a little bit. Instead of doing 3, I'm going to take 4 here and see if we can get 3 of those 4 locked in. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's take a little bit more of a chance out here and see what we can do. I'm going to lock this in and see if we can get us a little bit of our winnings back, or our earnings back, I should say. All right, that's it. We are locking that in. That's the card that we have here from the War Report. Your man, Ike Jones. As always, you need to make sure you are going to prizepicks.com. The link is right down there in the description for you to be able to get connected with what we have going on. Let the folks at Prize Picks know that you are using the War Report. In addition, if you don't do that, you can use code Rapport when you sign up to make sure that you are locking in with the War Report and our folks over at prizepicks.com. Outside of that, you need to be doing the standard, which is letting us know down in the comment section what you decided to go with for your Prize Picks board, and whatever else you want to comment about the game, let that be the place that we talk about that. You like this video, you need to make sure you're liking the video, subscribe to the channel. We are going to continue to do things like this, and you want to know when these are going live. So hit that notification bell so you know every time that we post a new video about something like this, to make sure you're in the know. Listen, that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. As always, War Eagle, War Report out.